Welcome, dear viewers of Jesus Mediator YouTube channel. Today we embark on a captivating journey through the life of St. Timothy, from the moment of his birth to his final days. Brace yourselves for an inspiring tale of faith, friendship, and devotion as we explore the remarkable legacy left by this influential figure in early Christianity. You know that St. Timothy was quite an extraordinary guy and played a significant role in the spread of Christianity alongside the Apostle Paul. Picture this. St. Timothy, also known as Timothy of Ephesus, was not just a follower, but a close friend and disciple of Paul himself. They shared an unbreakable connection that shaped the course of history. And guess how they met? Well, it was during one of Paul's thrilling missionary journeys to the ancient city of Lystra, which we now call modern-day Turkey. You won't believe this, but Timothy was already well spoken of by the local Christians, and that got Paul's attention. Impressed by Timothy's faith and character, Paul decided to take him along on their journeys. That's when their adventure together really began. Timothy became Paul's right-hand man, assisting him in his ministry, spreading the teachings of Jesus far and wide. He was trusted with important tasks like delivering Paul's letters to different Christian communities, representing Paul in various places, and helping to establish new churches. Paul cared for Timothy deeply, and it's clear in the letters he wrote to him, known as the epistles to Timothy. These letters are a goldmine of advice, guidance, and encouragement for Timothy in his leadership roles. You can sense the strong bond they had just by reading those letters. St. Timothy was born around the year 17, after Jesus' birth in the ancient city of Lystra, located in what is now modern-day Turkey. St. Timothy entered a world vastly different from our own. His upbringing was undoubtedly influenced by the rich tapestry of cultures and beliefs that surrounded him. Raised in a devout Jewish Christian household, he was instilled with the values of compassion, humility, and unwavering faith from a tender age. It was here, within the loving embrace of his family, that the seeds of his spiritual journey were sown. As young Timothy grew, so did his reputation for his virtuous character and dedication to the teachings of Christ. His heart overflowed with a desire to spread the message of love and salvation to all who would listen. It wasn't long before his path crossed that of the Apostle Paul, a pivotal moment that would shape the course of his life. Timothy's encounter with the Apostle Paul was like a divine calling, a beckoning to join in the mission of sharing the gospel far and wide. Imagine the excitement and trepidation that must have surged through his veins as he set forth on this transformative journey alongside a man of such profound influence. Under Paul's guidance, Timothy's faith blossomed and his knowledge deepened. St. Timothy's contributions were not confined to mere companionship. He emerged as a trusted confidant and dedicated messenger, fearlessly traveling across distant lands to preach the teachings of Christ. In the midst of challenges and adversity, he displayed a resilience that continues to inspire us to this day. His bond with St. Paul became a symbol of unwavering friendship and mentorship. Paul's letters to Timothy, preserved for us in the New Testament, reveal the tenderness and wisdom that characterized their relationship. These letters, like a beacon through time, offer us glimpses into the spiritual growth of a young man who embraced his calling with an open heart. In his early years, Timothy's devotion extended beyond his travels. He was appointed as a bishop, a leader within the early Christian community, guiding and nurturing the faithful in their pursuit of a meaningful and devout life. In the bustling city of Lystra, a place rich in history and vibrant with diverse cultures. It was here that the paths of two extraordinary individuals, St. Timothy and the great Apostle Paul, converged in a remarkable encounter that would forever change their lives and shape the course of history. Now imagine the sun-drenched streets of Lystra, where people from all walks of life bustled about their daily routines. Among them was a young man named Timothy, a figure brimming with earnestness and faith. Timothy had grown up in a household that believed in the teachings of Jesus Christ, and his heart was ablaze with a fervent desire to share the message of love and salvation with the world. One day, word spread like wildfire through the city that an esteemed visitor had arrived, none other than the renowned Apostle Paul. Paul, whose tireless dedication had earned him a place of honor among early Christian communities, had embarked on a mission to spread the gospel far and wide. As the news of Paul's presence rippled through the city, Timothy's curiosity was piqued. He heard tales of Paul's profound wisdom, unwavering faith, and his own incredible journey of conversion. Eager to learn from this revered figure, Timothy found himself drawn to a gathering where Paul was speaking. Picture this scene. A gathering of people seated around, eyes fixed on Paul as he passionately shared the teachings of Christ. Timothy, his heart pounding with anticipation, listened intently to every word that flowed from Paul's lips. It was as if a spiritual connection formed in that very moment, a recognition of shared purpose and calling. After Paul's speech, Timothy mustered the courage to approach the apostle. Can you imagine the emotions that must have swirled within him? Timothy introduced himself, revealing his own devout background and his burning desire to contribute to the spreading of the gospel. Paul, a perceptive and compassionate soul, recognized the earnestness in Timothy's eyes and sensed the potential within him. Their conversation, bathed in the warm Lystran sunlight, marked the beginning of a profound journey together. Paul saw in Timothy a dedicated and faithful companion, someone who could carry the torch of Christ's teachings to distant lands. Over time, their bond deepened, and Timothy became not only a steadfast disciple, but also a dear friend and confidant to Paul. This meeting, my friend, was no ordinary happenstance. It was a divine orchestration, a meeting of kindred spirits destined to walk the path of faith and service together. From that moment onward, Timothy's life was forever intertwined with that of the Apostle Paul, and their partnership would leave an indelible mark on the early Christian community and beyond. The partnership between St. Timothy and the illustrious Apostle Paul is a tale of mentorship, friendship, and unwavering commitment to a higher calling. Once upon a time, in the bustling landscape of early Christianity, Timothy and Paul's paths crossed in a moment that would shape their destinies. Timothy, a young and fervent believer, had been captivated by Paul's teachings and charisma when they first met in the city of Lystra. Paul, recognizing Timothy's earnestness and potential, invited him to join his mission of spreading the gospel. And so, a beautiful friendship began to bloom. Imagine the scene. Paul, a seasoned traveler and speaker, and Timothy, a passionate and eager young man, embarked on journeys together. They traversed cities and villages, braving challenges and triumphs as they shared the transformative message of Christ's love. Picture them side by side, their conversations infused with deep wisdom and shared visions. Paul, with his vast experience and profound understanding of the gospel, guided Timothy in matters of faith, teaching him how to navigate the complexities of early Christian communities. Timothy, in turn, brought youthful energy, fresh perspectives, and an unwavering commitment to the cause. As they journeyed together, they faced diverse audiences and encountered varied cultural landscapes. Paul's letters to Timothy, preserved in the New Testament, offer a glimpse into the heart of their partnership. These letters were not just instructional, but also brimming with warmth, reflecting the deep bond that had formed between them. Their friendship wasn't just limited to moments of preaching. They shared meals, laughed, and prayed together. Imagine the quiet evenings under starlit skies where they would reflect on their experiences, discuss the challenges they encountered, and strengthen each other's resolve. Timothy's role extended beyond being a disciple. He emerged as a trusted emissary and leader within the early Christian communities. Paul's guidance helped Timothy navigate the complexities of pastoral responsibilities, allowing him to provide guidance and support to the growing number of believers. In this partnership, their strengths complemented each other. Paul's fearless determination and expansive knowledge merged seamlessly with Timothy's youthful enthusiasm and compassion. Together, they formed a formidable team that left an indelible mark on the early Christian world. Their friendship endured through trials and tribulations, and even geographical distances couldn't diminish the connection they shared. This enduring partnership became a source of inspiration for generations to come, a testament to the transformative power of companionship grounded in faith and shared purpose. Let me take you on a journey through the next chapter of St. Timothy's life, a story of resilience, purpose, and carrying the torch of faith after the passing of the Apostle Paul. After the heart-wrenching loss of his dear friend and mentor, St. Paul, Timothy's world was undoubtedly shaken. The apostle's untimely death left a void, but it also ignited a fire within Timothy, a fire fueled by a burning commitment to continue the mission they had embarked upon together. Timothy's first action after Paul's death was marked by a mix of grief and determination. Picture this scene. Timothy, standing amidst the writings and teachings of Paul, feeling the weight of their shared experiences. Yet in that moment, he made a solemn vow to honor Paul's legacy by carrying forward the gospel message they had tirelessly spread. Timothy's journey took a new turn as he stepped into the role of a shepherd, guiding and nurturing the early Christian communities that looked to him for leadership. He became a beacon of hope and a source of strength for those who sought guidance in a world that often challenged their beliefs. Drawing upon the wisdom he had gained from his time with Paul, Timothy's mission became clear: to continue the work of spreading the gospel, fostering unity, and providing pastoral care to believers. Imagine Timothy traveling from city to city, sharing stories of his time with Paul, recounting the lessons they had learned together, and inspiring others to embrace the teachings of Christ. Timothy's compassionate nature and genuine concern for the well-being of the people endeared him to many. He became known not only for his unwavering faith, but also for his empathy and willingness to listen. Picture him sitting with individuals, offering comfort and guidance, much like a father figure to those who sought his counsel. One of Timothy's notable actions was his commitment to preserving the teachings of Paul. Realizing the importance of Paul's writings, Timothy worked diligently to ensure that his friend's words would continue to illuminate the path for generations to come. He played a crucial role in safeguarding and circulating Paul's letters, contributing to the formation of the New Testament as we know it today. Timothy's legacy extended beyond his pastoral work. He continued to champion the values of love, humility, and service that had been instilled in him by Paul. His life became a living testament to the enduring impact of their friendship and shared mission. In essence, my friend, St. Timothy's life after the tragic loss of St. Paul was a testament to his unwavering dedication and his unyielding belief in the transformative power of faith. His actions echoed the teachings of his mentor as he carried the torch forward, inspiring others and nurturing communities of believers. Timothy's story is a reminder that even in the face of adversity, the flame of devotion can burn brighter, igniting a legacy that continues to shine through the annals of time. As we journey back to the ancient times of the early Christian era, we find ourselves in a world vastly different from our own. St. Timothy, the beloved disciple and friend of the Apostle Paul, had dedicated his life to spreading the gospel message and nurturing the fledgling Christian communities. As the years passed and Timothy's tireless efforts left an indelible mark, he found himself in Ephesus, a bustling city in what is now modern-day Turkey. It was here, in this vibrant hub of culture and faith, that Timothy's journey would come to its earthly conclusion. Timothy's unwavering commitment to his mission never wavered, even as the years advanced and challenges arose. His compassionate nature and steadfast dedication continued to inspire those around him, as he led by example and offered guidance to a new generation of believers. However, the passage of time takes its toll on all things, and as Timothy's own journey neared its end, he began to feel the weight of his years. Despite the physical toll, his spirit remained unbroken, and his faith burned as brightly as ever. The exact details of Timothy's passing may be shrouded in the mists of history, but what we do know is that he departed from this world in the same manner he had lived, with grace, humility, and an unshakable trust in the promise of eternal life. He had fought the good fight, finished the race, and kept the faith, as the Apostle Paul had so beautifully put it. As Timothy's soul took its flight from this earthly realm, one can imagine a sense of serenity, a peace that comes from a life well lived in service to a higher calling. The legacy he left behind was one of love, compassion, and an unwavering dedication to the teachings of Christ. So, my friend, as we reflect upon the St. Timothy's earthly journey, let us be reminded of the power of faith, the strength of conviction, and the enduring impact of a life lived with purpose. Timothy's story is a testament to the timeless truth that our actions, no matter how humble, have the power to shape the world and leave an imprint on the hearts of those who follow in our footsteps. Just as Timothy's life continues to inspire us today, may it inspire you to embrace your own journey with courage, devotion, and an unyielding belief in the beauty of a life well lived.